Hey guys, welcome to Cool Bear TV. I'm back doing another Magic video. It's been a while, but Magic Arena came out and it's almost out of beta. Well, I say it's almost out of beta. I mean, I don't know that, but it looks like it's going in the right direction. So I thought I would do a video, and if you're here, you've read the title, which means you know it's for free and new users. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the guide. So what's the first thing you should be doing as a new user, or a free user, as you would say? So the first thing you want to do is make sure you've done the tutorial, which is over here. Make sure you've played that, because you unlock some free cards, and free cards is what we want because we don't want to be spending money. So make sure you've played the tutorial. The next thing we do before we do anything else is we're going to jump over to our store, because this is where we can unlock even more free cards. We do this by leaping up to this part here which says redeem code. And what we want to do is you want to type in the codes. Now, I'm not going to give you all the codes. I will give you the webpage that I used, which was fanbyte, byte.com/guides/magic the gathering /arena/codes, and I think it's .com at the end. I haven't put it down in my notes, but I'm sure you can find it, or just Google Magic Arena promo codes. Once you've got your list of codes, you want to come and type them in here. I'll give you one that I am going to use for this purpose of this description. Brought back is what it is, and it's B and then another B. You type it in here exactly as it's shown, hit enter, and what will come up is it will redeem the code if you've not already redeemed it like I have. Now, be warned, some of these packs have expired, some of them haven't. So for example, the new M20 ones are still available, but some of the older ones you won't be able to redeem the codes because they've already expired. But as a new user and a free user, it's a really, really good way to get a bunch of cards early. So do that. On to our next part of the guide. So let's just go straight to our homepage. We've now unlocked all our promo codes. We have unlocked all our tutorial code cards. And we're sitting here. What do? Do we leap in and start spending our cards? No. We do not want to spend any of these just yet. Our commons, uncommons, rare and mythical rare cards are extremely valuable. This is how you buy individual cards in the game if you don't know. So you go to the decks, if you want specific cards you don't own. So for example, let's go to a card that I have not collected. Let's find a mythical rare one. Click like that. So this shows me all the mythical rare cards I have not currently collected at the moment. And if you want one, you right click on it. And here it goes. Craft. And it takes one. Now, I only have one mythical rare available, so I'm not spending that here. That would be a waste. You want to kind of save them up, because you really kind of want to dump a lot of your cards. If you're building a deck, you want to dump a lot of them in at one time. You don't want just one of these if you don't own it. It's kind of pointless. Most decks will run 2 or 3, especially if it's a key part of your deck. That's more of a deck description building guide thing later on. I'm just saying for the time being, you do not kind of want to be just dumping a ton of your cards and create a deck that's rubbish. So save these. You want to stack them up as much as possible. That's explaining the name. So how do we actually get cards in the game? It's a very good idea. Let's go on to that. So we get cards via our gold, and we get our gold via our daily tasks. So you get this, which is 15 tasks every single day. As a free user, you don't want to miss doing these. Yes, it means you have to play every single day, and you have to complete these every single day, but if you're not wanting to spend money, this is the best way to stack your gold and collect some cards. Now, you get, 6 cards if you complete all 50 of them. These can be uncommon rares, and they can sometimes be wild cards. I don't know if they can be mythical. I'm trying to think if I've ever got a mythical rare from it. Might have done, they might be available, but I can't remember. But I know you can definitely pick up rare, uncommons and common cards. And it's a good way to start building up your collection. Also, you'll get gold for doing all these, and once you've completed them, you'll get 750 gold from completing all your daily challenges. Plus, as you can see, this other one here, which these can stack up. These are also daily challenges. It's worth 750 gold plus 500 mastery XP. So that would give us a total, if I complete all my challenges today, 1500 gold plus 500 XP towards our mastery thing, which I'll explain later on. So once we've done that, what are we going to spend that gold on? Well, we've got 1500 gold. We're going to go up to the packs. We're going to go get packs. And then we're going to buy a pack, which would be, currently, this one is probably what you want to put your most money in. The reason you want to put most of your packs in this is the newest pack. These cards are going to be around the longest. They're also, when the rollout happens, I think in October, when a lot of the cards disappear, these cards will probably start becoming the main bulk of the decks, because this is what's currently running. and you can see all the different playsets here. So we've got War of the Sparks, Ravaka Allegiance, Guilds of Ravaka, M19, etc, etc. Now when we get down to these ones, warning, these will not be playable in standard. That means these cards here will not be available, so you don't really want to be buying them, because you're not going to be able to use them in the current format. Yes, there'll be a historical format available, but we have no idea what that's going to be like, so you kind of just want to avoid spending them. So that's where we spend our gold. So really what you want to do is you want to start stacking your gold up as well. You don't want to just keep spending them every single day. You don't want to buy a pack every day. Maybe get a little deck constructed, play a few games, win them, and after a week spend them and create another deck and just do the process. That's basically what I had to do. So for your first maybe month or something, you're going to have pretty rubbishy decks, but you are going to start stacking them up. And as I said, you're basically getting almost a pack every single day. So that's 7 packs a week plus the over, because you're getting an extra. You're going to be sitting on 500 gold. So that's basically what, 3 packs every 2 days. You will start to unlock a lot of cards, and it's worth it. So that's what we're spending our gold on. Let's move on to our next topic, is our gems. As a free user or as a new user, you can pretty much ignore them just now. You're not really going to use them. You can use them to buy packs. I wouldn't advise it. It's 600 gems for 3 packs. Not really worth it when you're getting all the gold for free. The gems will come in later on, which I'll explain in a second. Let's move on to our next thing. This is our vault progress. When you start getting cards, you'll start getting duplicates, and there's nothing you can do about that. So if you end up with a set of 4, so you end up with a set, let's just jump over to deck so I can show you, it'll make more sense. If we end up with a set of 4 of these, and then we open another pack and we get another Healer Hawk, well, we can't do anything with it, we can't trade it. What do we do with it? Well, it goes into the vault, and what happens is once you hit 100%, once you've obviously got a lot of duplicates, it's a point system. I don't know how it works. I'm sure you can find it on there. I'm sure each card is worth a certain amount of points, and I believe when you get to 900 points, the vault opens, and you're offered a mythical rare, 2 rare wild cards, 3 uncommon cards in your vault progress. As you can see, mine's at currently 108%. I left it open so I could do this video just to give you an idea what that is. I'll probably redeem that at some point in the future. Right, you're probably still going, well, what am I actually doing? I haven't even played a game yet. I haven't started. Well, let's move on to that as our final part of the guide. What should we be doing? As a new user or a free player that's just come in, you're going to be spending most of your time in ranked or in the play mode. That is the truth early on. You'll not have a competitive deck to really do anything else. You want to avoid most of the competitive things up here, which I will explain later, but you're going to be spending most of your time in ranked, which you don't really have to worry about it. You'll be in bronze, you might make it to silver, you might make it to gold, etc, etc, but you can just spam it all you want. You can do the play mode if you just want some fun. The play mode's quite a good way of spamming out your dailies. You will meet a lot of jank decks in the play mode, but you will also bump into the full meta decks a lot as well. So, it's up to you. Once you're in the ranked format, I'll just explain that quite quickly. Ranked format works like this. We'll click on it here. Here's all your rewards. You end up in bronze, so as soon as you go into ranked, you're going to get 1 pack at the end of the season. You get up to silver, you get 1 pack plus some gold, etc, 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 all the way up to mythic. The season lasts 31 days or 30 days, I think it's a month, so this one ends in 9 days at the end of the month, and then we'll start a new season over. So if you think about it, every month if you're doing all your daily challenges and then you're able to build up a pack, after a few months you'll probably find you'll have a competitive deck because the meta changes, you'll be able to build a competitive deck, and then you'll start getting up to platinum, diamond, and then mythic will be not that far behind. This is where we'll get most of our cards as a free and new user. On to our final part of the guide, making it quick. All the different modes. Now, just because you're a new user doesn't mean you might not know what you're doing. You might play Magic all the time, you know exactly what you're doing, you can build decks, knock yourself out, you can go for it. But as a new user and you don't know what you're doing, spend your time playing this. Up here are all the competitive modes. This is where you spend your gold and your gems. As you can see, 1500 gems to take part in this, and you can read the description here how it plays. I would avoid this if you do not know what you're doing. I don't play this. I've been playing this version of Magic, the M20 since it came out, but I am still not confident I could build a deck with this yet. I don't know the cards well enough. I do watch a lot of people, but it's so expensive to take part. As a free user, I'm kind of just avoiding it till I can stack up enough, until I've got multiple decks and multiple options. As a free user, you're going to be falling back on 1 or 2, maybe 3 3 decks at the start until you can start unlocking stuff. So I'm just going to avoid that. That's what all these are. These are all the different competitive events. You've got the ranked one for the core 20. You've got a War of the Spark ones. You've got the Ravaka that's disappearing. And then you've got these 2 events here, the Construct and Traditional Construct. This is the cheapest event. It's only 500 gold. I could do one of them a day. It's still very competitive. If you have a pretty janky, rubbishy deck that's maybe silver, gold, you will get destroyed in this mode. You might get 1 or 2 wins if you're lucky, but you will probably end up getting just completely smashed, and you will lose a lot of gold. It's not worth it unless you can go infinite in this mode. And what does infinite mean? It means every time you're playing, you're at least getting 4 wins. That means you're getting your gold back plus 3 cards. You can maybe get 3 wins, because you might sometimes get 5 wins. But as long as you're hitting these 3 areas on a regular basis, then you've got a competitive deck and you can spam this mode all you want. If you're hitting this on a regular basis, then you don't have a competitive deck. Stop wasting your gold. You're better spending your gold on the packs like I described before. The other option is just the traditional version. This is a best of 3 instead of the best of 1 format with a sideboard. Very, very different game mode. Slower for a start. Each game will be slower. You can also construct a sideboard to when you go into your second game, you can put cards in and take cards out to help you compete against specific decks. But that's more of a description if I'm going into guide talk, which I'm not going into just now. That's just the mode there. And then you've got the same down here for the traditional play, which is that. A bot match, which is just playing against the computer. Good way to spam your deck to see how you're doing, because the computer's rubbish and you can find out if you've got mana issues, etc, etc. And then we've just got our 2 different rank formats. This format is best of 1 and this format's the best of 2. So there we go. I think that covers all the basics. I don't think we need to go into any other detail. So key points to take away: keep these cards. They're worth their weight in gold. Don't waste them. They're the most valuable thing in constructing decks. Stack your gold up, and then buy a few packs at the end of the week, making sure you've still got enough gold that when the new season will come around. See, this is the thing. You want to make sure I'm going to be stacking up my gold. So when the new season happens in October, which I think it is, I can buy maybe 10, 20 packs at once and just dump a ton of gold into those new packs when they come out. So I do buy packs. I'll buy a pack every sort of couple of days, but I am kind of spamming my 1 deck at the moment and just kind of sitting on that and just unlocking tons of stuff. Other takeaways from the gang: avoid construction until you've actually got a competitive deck. I would say Diamond is probably when you can maybe start thinking about going into this. I don't know, maybe you can use a gold deck, but I don't think so. I'm sure. I mean, I used a gold deck and got smashed. So Diamond up to obviously Mythic, because most people are going to be playing very strong decks in that. Don't spend your gold. Get all your free cards. We're done. We're out of here. See ya.